Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Vargas, your librarian, and we are here today to talk about information literacy skills. Now, information literacy skills, are skills that we need in order to identify, evaluate, and use information to make informed decisions, apply knowledge to new situations, and create new knowledge. So, how do we exactly do that? Well, I'm going to give you a topic and we're going to create or we're going to work on our information literacy skills with this topic. Now, the topic I chose for you eighth graders is creating a business. So, let's say you want to start a new business and you don't know exactly where to start, how that looks like, and you want to research how to do it. Well, today we are going to inquire, means we are going to ask. We're going to build new knowledge by inquiring, thinking critically, identifying problems, and developing strategies for solving problems. We are going to create by devising, which means to create, and implementing a plan to fill knowledge gaps. Now, knowledge gaps are just information that we don't know at the moment. When you are looking for resources, there are important factors to take into consideration. So let's say you start your Google search and you look up for businesses, how to start a business for students, for kids. Well, when you click on a resource, it's very important for us to know what exactly are you looking for? Does the website look trustworthy? Is it professional? Does it look like someone in the third grade made it? Does it have a creator? Does it have an author and owner? Can you tell who created the website? Can you tell who is the owner, who is the author, who wrote all the information? Does the information look like it's supported by facts? Now, we know there's a difference between facts and opinions. Opinion is tied to emotion. So, for example, I can say my dog is the best dog, and here's why, right? That's an opinion, as opposed to my dog is 50% Chihuahua. That's a fact because I can, in fact, prove that. Now, the last one is, can you identify the information? Can you evaluate the information and use it to make informed decisions? So what does that mean? If I'm looking at a website and I see all the information on there, can I look at the information and can I understand the information? And once I understand the information, can I make informed decisions? So with our topic of creating a business, here I pulled online resources for us. Here are 10 different resources for us so that way we were able to tell similarities and differences in different types of resources, and also being able to tell if we are able to use the resources. Now, here it says ideas for businesses. So the first couple of resources are resources that people have shared to gather ideas for businesses. Some resources are created for kids by kids. Some resources are created for kids by adults. So we're going to see which resources are similar and are different. So this first resource just gives ideas for kids by an adult author. It doesn't offer how to make a business, just an idea on what kind of business to create. When looking at websites, be sure you are aware of the information that you're looking for and what is being presented. All right, so this is, let's say I look up how to start a business and I click on this website or this resource, I will be able to see that this resource doesn't necessarily tell me how to start a business. It just gives me different types of businesses that I am able to create. Very similar to this next resource. It's another another resource to give students ideas. However, this one has advice from actual entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur is a person that creates a new business. Now we have different types of resources. This is a visual resource, so a video. Now, this is a resource created for kids by kids on how to create money for kids specifically. This resource offers ideas on businesses kids can start with, advice on how to start them. This resource is limited because it only offers 4 ideas. Now, the next few resources is on how to start a business. So these couple of resources were how to start or ideas for. So again, when you are looking for resources, it's very important to know what exactly are you looking for, right? Because if I'm typing how to start a business and all I get is business ideas, well, that's not really telling me how to start a business, right? That's just giving me ideas. So you need to be aware of the target audience that the website and the resource that you are looking at is targeting. The next set is how to start a business. So now that you have an idea, what are your next steps? There are resources that give you information on how to start a business. The following are different ways created by different authors on how to start a business. So this is a resource that is created for the youth. Now, this website is speaking directly to kids. So the author is targeting kids and students here. So the audience would be you. This is a resource that can be looked at by both a young person and the parent, meaning that if I click on this website, it's talking to the student directly. So here are ways you can start. And then it also gives advice for your parents. So it's a different type of resource. The following resource here was not made for kids specifically, but just for anyone looking to start a business. The website uses vocabulary that makes it challenging for a young person to understand. So just because you use a resource and see a resource and you're like, oh, this is great, it looks like it has great information. But if you don't understand the information, if you can't evaluate the information, if you can't process it, then that website is just not for you. It's not something that you would use. Here is another visual resource that emphasizes that it's important to start a business doing something you are passionate about. On how to, sorry, excuse me for the interruption. So this is a visual representation on how to start a business. However, this is more so starting a business about something you are passionate about. It doesn't necessarily tell you how to start a business. So even though it says how to start a business, it's important that you watch the video, understand what the video has, and are able to decide if it's the right resource for you. Using videos is also a little bit challenging as a resource because there is no text for you to kind of reference. You only have the audio to reference. This following resource is how to help your kids start a legal business. Now, a lot of people might click on this resource because of the legalities, so like how to start a legal business, but this resource is not for kids. This resource is for parents, and you need to make sure that you are aware that what the website is targeting, the audience that the website is targeting. Just because the resource has information doesn't mean it's applicable to you. So just because it has information on how to start a business doesn't mean that's the information that you're necessarily going to need, right? Or use, because that information isn't necessarily for you, but for your parents. And this one, how to start your own home business as a child. So obviously this is a resource that is targeted for you as a child, as a kid. And it also gives, if you go to the bottom, it gives you advice on things you should be aware of, tips, and its resources on where it's got its information. Now, this is a different type of resource. This resource is what we call an interactive resource. So interactive meaning that you can interact with the different links, you can download different things. These other ones up here, these are, I like to call, informative text resources. So these are just giving you information in a text form. This one gives you links, etc., on how to start a business. It's an interactive resource. So we're talking about information literacy skills. So we're talking about looking at resources, being able to identify the information, know what the information that's being presented, does it work for you? Does it not? These are all different resources that deal with how to start a business and things related to starting a business. There are a lot of similarities, there are a lot of differences, but as a reminder, when you are looking for resources, taking these things into consideration. What are you looking for? Does the website look trustworthy? Does it look like it's reliable? Does the website have a creator, an author, an owner? Does the information look like it's supported by facts and not opinions? Can you identify the information? Can you evaluate? Can you understand? Can you understand the information? And can you use the information to make informed decisions? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.